Bitcoin is crashing and it's got everyone losing their damn minds. Are we talking 50K, 40K, or are we diving even lower? With almost 140,000 Bitcoin worth over $9 billion about to flood the market from the Mt. Gox distribution, things are looking shaky. So how low can it really go? Stick around because we're about to break down this roller coaster ride and figure out if you should be buying the dip or running for cover. Let's get into it. Bitcoin's price is hanging by a thread and everyone's got their eyes glued to the charts, hoping for a miracle. Some folks are crossing their fingers for Bitcoin to dip into the low 50K range. I mean, who wouldn't want to snag some cheap BTC, right? But then there are the hardcore pessimists who are holding out for 40K. Like, really? You think it's going to tank that hard? The market is on edge with every little price movement causing panic or euphoria. It's like watching a soap opera, but with more money on the line. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, Mt. Gox. This crypto exchange went belly up years ago, but its ghost is still haunting the market. They're about to distribute a massive stash of Bitcoin to creditors. Good news for those who lost their money back then, but for the market, it's like waiting for a bomb to go off. Let's see what the experts are saying. John Glover, the chief investment officer at Line, thinks the impact might not be as catastrophic as some are predicting. He argues that even if all 140,000 Bitcoin hit the market, it wouldn't happen overnight. Some people might have forgotten they even had Bitcoin on Mt. Gox. Others might not want to sell because they don't want to get hit with massive capital gains taxes. Plus, many of these Bitcoin holders are OGs, early adopters who are in it for the long haul. They're not just going to dump their coins because they finally got them back. Then we've got Tom Lee from Fundstrat. He's a bit more optimistic than John, seeing the Mt. Gox distribution as a blessing in disguise. According to Lee, once this hurdle is cleared, the market can breathe a sigh of relief. He's predicting a sharp rebound in the second half of the year, with Bitcoin potentially soaring to 85K or even 100K. Bold move, Tom. Lee's logic is that the distribution will remove a significant overhang from the market. It's been this looming threat for years, and once it's dealt with, the market can move forward. He also points out that Bitcoin's daily trading volume is around $30 to $40 billion, so it can absorb these 140,000 Bitcoin over time without a catastrophic crash. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Both Glover and Lee agree that there's going to be some volatility. Price predictions. All right, enough of what the experts think. Let's get to my prediction. I'm looking at this Mt. Gox situation and seeing both danger and opportunity. Sure, we might see Bitcoin dip further, maybe into the low 50K range or even down to 40K if the sell-off is intense, but I believe this is just temporary noise. My gut tells me that by the end of the year, Bitcoin will bounce back hard. We've seen this pattern before: panic, sell-off, then a strong rebound. I'm betting on a year-end rally, pushing Bitcoin back to around 85K, maybe even flirting with 100K if we get some positive catalysts. So yeah, I'm holding my breath for a dip to 50K, maybe putting in some buy orders there, but I'm keeping my eyes on the prize and expecting a big comeback by year's end. Speaking of catalysts, let's talk about what could really shake things up. The next big thing to watch is the potential launch of an Ethereum ETF. If this gets the green light, we're not just talking about Bitcoin rising, we're looking at a market-wide boost. Remember how the Bitcoin ETF launch sent waves through the market? The same thing could happen with Ethereum. An Ethereum ETF would legitimize crypto investments even more, drawing in institutional money like bees to honey. We're talking about huge inflows of cash, not just into Ethereum, but also spilling over into other top cryptocurrencies. This could be the catalyst we need to see Bitcoin and the entire crypto market soar. Now, there are two schools of thought here. Some believe these altcoin ETFs might not be as popular as Bitcoin ETFs, but I think they're underestimating the appetite for diversification in the crypto space. Traditional investors and even financial advisors are going to be pushing for a balanced portfolio, and that means allocating a chunk to top cryptos beyond just Bitcoin. If we get an Ethereum ETF and it starts showing strong inflows, that's going to signal to the market that big money is getting serious about crypto. This could trigger a domino effect, lifting prices across the board. We might even see other altcoin ETFs get approved down the line, further boosting the market. All right, let's cut to the chase. What the hell should you do in this crazy market? Should you buy, sell, or just sit tight and pray? Here's the deal. If you're a long-term believer in Bitcoin and crypto in general, this dip could be a golden opportunity. Think about it. When everyone's panicking, that's usually the best time to buy. Remember Warren Buffett's advice: be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. Right now, there's a lot of fear. If you're waiting for Bitcoin to drop to 50K or even 40K, you might get your wish. Set some buy orders around those levels, but don't go all in at once. Dollar cost averaging is your friend here. Spread out your buys to avoid getting wrecked if the price keeps dropping. On the flip side, if you're already holding Bitcoin and sweating bullets watching the price dip, take a deep breath. Remember why you invested in the first place. If your thesis hasn't changed, there's no reason to panic sell. The market is volatile and this storm will pass. Hodl on for dear life, and maybe even consider adding to your position if you've got the stomach for it. So let's wrap this up. The Bitcoin market is in a state of high tension right now, with the Mt. Gox distribution looming large. Experts are split. Some think it's no big deal. Others see it as a huge threat. My take? We might see a short-term dip, but I'm betting on a strong rebound by the end of the year. Keep an eye on the potential Ethereum ETF launch. It could be the game changer we're waiting for. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates. Drop a comment below and let me know your game plan. Are you buying the dip, waiting for 40K, or just hodling?